Alright, so as I've said in previous videos, I always said this cage is too small and that's why they have the entire room, and that as soon as I can and the space allows it, I'm gonna get a bigger cage. Now this room, this space doesn't allow for me to get a bigger cage, but I didn't accept that because I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna give them not just a cage, I'm gonna give them an aviary. I really wanted this cage, but it was 450 euros, which I think is a lot, but I thought this can go bigger and cheaper. So I thought I'm gonna build one myself, which is exactly what I'm doing. It's gonna be just a bit lower than my closet, and then the entire length of the wall, and then down, and then like 30 centimeters off the ground. So yeah, that's what I'm building right now, and I'm gonna take you with me in the whole process. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm gonna do. So I got all the frames. That's actually three frames over there. I have the big one, the front one over here. I have a human door and a birdie door. Now I'm gonna, I don't know what it's called, but like that they cannot escape the stuff, the square stuff. Et voila! So it is the beginning of day 4. I haven't done shit today, but it is the beginning of day 4 of working on the aviary. And yesterday evening I ran out of screws, so first thing on the agenda today is get more screws, because without those little buggers, I'm screwed. I finished all these pieces fencing it, and I'm still missing like a bottom and a top from the aviary, and I'm gonna make them soon. I'm just waiting for more wood. I'm still missing 2 pieces, but that's alright because I've done the big part now. And I'm really happy about how it turned out, so I hope it'll be up and running in a few days. I just want to show you. Alright, take 2. That's a working door. That's a functioning looking thing. It's the human door. That's for me. That's not for the birds, so I can enter the aviary. The birds have their own little door that folds open, because the wooden door that I have now in the cage opens like this, and they can sit on the top edge and they destroy the thing. So I thought if I make a door that falls down, they don't sit on it as much, so they won't destroy it as much. And now you might think, but Julia, that entire aviary is made out of wood. You're right, but I put the wood on the outside and I put the fencing on the inside, so they don't have as much access to the wood as it might seem. On the inside I put these little wooden parts so that the fencing stays in its place. This is really hard wood, so they take a longer time destroying this than this wood. This is very, very soft wood. And there is a lot of these little parts. It's everywhere. So before they destroyed the entire aviary, I think we are a decade further, so that's fine. They can nibble a bit on it if they like. It's their home. That was it for day 4. Hey folks, it is day 5 and today I am going to sew. And yes, that is part of the aviary process because the aviary is going to be standing against a white wall in my room, and I have learned from previous experiences that they just poop through the cage against the wall. And because the aviary is quite big, they have a lot of wall they can poop on, and I don't want that. So I got some sheets and I'm going to sew them a bit so that it looks nice. I could have just picked a sheet and cut out the size and put it on there, but I don't like that. I want to look a bit more nice than that. So it's not gonna be an difficult masterpiece, but it's gonna look nicer than just a plain sheet. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm going to sew. All right, it's hang up a bit sloppy, but that's okay. I did 2 colors because if I did entirely the top color, then if there would get shit on there, you would see the stains very good on there. So I didn't want that color completely, but I also didn't want that color completely because then I would have a very dark wall that wouldn't reflect as much light. So I decided to go with the 2 colors combined because the poop will mostly be on the bottom and the darker color is better for the poops and shits and stuff. And then I would have a lighter top color, so this way it looks nice and it's effective. So there you have it. All right, today's the day. There's nothing to say. I just gotta do it. This is it. It is complete. It is done. It is set up. Of course, it's completely empty, so I still need to decorate. But I mean, this is the aviary. The only thing that's missing is like the sheet I made on the wall in the back. But I kind of need my dad to drill those holes in the wall, so I just need to wait for that. But it'll be there. So now let's decorate. This is the birdie door. Opens like that. And the human door. The wood on the bottom is a test to see if it works out all right. So I'm not sure about that yet, but it's there to try. They gained a lot of space. Now let's get the birds. Hey Del. What is that? What is that? Yeah? that I originally wanted was 450 euros, and it was probably maybe a little bit less than twice as small. I spent approximately 200 euros on this cage, which still is a fair amount, but it is way bigger. Right, Sami's cleaning himself, that's good. Zola is destroying a perch, which is good. The only thing that I really don't like about this cage is that the fence is like, they're little blocks. Their old cage had vertical bars. This will destroy their tails way, way faster. If they just climb a bit up and down every day, it just gets destroyed, which is an absolute shame, which I really don't like, which is a reason for me to buy that cage of 450 euros in the future, because that has just bars that just go one way. I hope it doesn't get too bad, but that is something really negative about the aviary. I'll film again in a few hours to show you guys how they're doing. So, see you then. It's also getting later in the evening, but aside from that, they seem very calm. Maybe they're just tired from the whole experience of getting a new home. But they look alright, they look content. We'll see how they get through the night and how they are tomorrow. Okay. So it has been more than 24 hours now. No, they've not been in there for 24 hours. They went out today, and but they settled in really nice. They seem calm. When I wanted to put them back in, they knew they had to go through the door, and they seem much more relaxed than yesterday, which I like seeing. They were very calm during the night. They found the sleeping position on the branch that Delphi is sitting on, and it's going very well. And I put up the sheet behind it because my sister very smartly said, why don't you drill it into the cage instead of into the wall? So that's what I did. By the way, in real life, it looks much bigger than on camera, I've noticed. So just, if you see this cage, imagine it bigger. And this was also the end of the whole aviary process, and I want to thank you for watching. And you had the time. Thank you. And I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.